The conference room buzzed with a heavy quiet, the air conditioner's faint drone barely piercing the stillness. Her gaze bore into me, but I kept my eyes fixed on the table. Her voice cut through the tension like a sharpened blade. "Meet Adam," she announced, her tone polished, practiced. "He's stepping into your role from today." The nerve of it. Her words settled like a stone in my chest, yet I didn't waver. "Not quite," I replied softly. I glanced at Adam, poised beside her, a man in his early 30s, hair dark and sleek, suit impeccably tailored, almost too flawless. I didn't need to ask how long they'd been close. It was obvious. The way her smile lingered on him, the way his hand grazed her lower back, it screamed more than a workplace introduction. I swallowed the rising heat in my throat, not yet anger, but a cool, sharp clarity. This was real. It was happening. But I was ready. The calm I wore wasn't a facade. It was my armor. This wouldn't shatter me, not now, not ever. The sting of betrayal crept in slowly, like ice tracing a glass. At first, it was just murmurs, whispers of late-night meetings, dinners she'd cancelled without explanation. But I wasn't blind. I'd been observing, noting the subtle shifts. Her phone vibrated too often, too urgently. The way her eyes softened when she mentioned him. There were fractures in her carefully crafted front, small but enough to twist my gut. Then came the receipt, a hotel room for two, booked under a name I didn't know. The truth sank into me, heavy and unyielding. This wasn't just a fleeting connection, not just a friendship. It was deliberate, calculated. I couldn't act impulsively, not yet. She'd keep things vague, slippery enough to dodge accusations. So I held back, didn't confront her. Instead, I gathered fragments, phone logs, emails, every scrap of evidence, piecing together the betrayal bit by bit. She thought I was oblivious to the hours she spent on calls while I was away. She thought I didn't notice how she avoided his name in our conversations about work. She underestimated me, but I was playing the long game, patient and silent. A week later, I had it all. Call records, a DNA test I'd orchestrated under the pretense of curiosity, hotel reservations, photographs. The puzzle was complete. I knew. And soon she'd know I knew. I found her in our home study, fingers dancing across her laptop keys. Adam wasn't there. He rarely was. I leaned casually against the doorframe, arms folded. "Want to discuss this?" I asked, my voice steady, measured. She didn't look up. "What's there to discuss?" she replied, dismissive. I stepped closer, letting a folder land on the desk with a quiet thud. The silence thickened, oppressive. "You've been occupied," I said, my tone even. Her eyes darted to the folder, then back to her screen, but I caught it, the fleeting spark of panic, the shadow of fear. She knew, but she wouldn't admit it. Not yet. I didn't need her to. "Did you think I wouldn't figure it out?" I asked, my calm almost unsettling. She closed her laptop with deliberate slowness, the gesture heavy with finality. "I didn't think you'd bother to dig," she said, her voice steady but strained. "I always notice," I replied, "just not the things you assume." I nudged the folder closer. Her hand hesitated, trembling faintly, but she didn't open it. "I know about the hotel," I pressed on. "The late-night calls. Adam. All of it." Her breath hitched, and for a moment, her composure cracked, but she quickly masked it with a forced smile. "You've always been a bit intense, haven't you?" she said, deflecting. I stayed silent, watching. The truth was out, and she was cornered. She'd expected me to unravel, to shout, to lose control. But patience had always been my strength. The storm was coming, but I was its calm center. I stood, turning to leave, then paused. "Oh, one more thing," I said, my voice unwavering. "I had Adam's DNA tested. He's not your son." The words landed like a dagger, precise and lethal. Her face paled, drained of life. She said nothing, she didn't need to. I walked away, her silence deafening behind me. I didn't need to see her expression to know the wreckage I'd left in my wake. Later, in the quiet of our hollow home, the echoes of our confrontation faded. I'd done what I had to. Not for her, not for Adam, but for myself. I wasn't the broken man she'd assumed. I wasn't the fool she'd taken me for. The truth was exposed, raw and undeniable. No more secrets. No more deception. I walked out, the door clicking shut behind me. I didn't look back. I was free, and I was whole. Stronger than her, stronger than this.